What's up? What's up? In this video, I'm going to be ranking Wilco's top 10 tracks. This, of course, will be the definitive all-time official list of Wilco's top 10 tracks for all time for all of human history heretofore, whatever that means. Okay, so Wilco's top 10 tracks. Before I let you in on this amazing list, you have to hit that like button, you have to hit that subscribe button, and you have to let me know how smart I am in the comments below as I go through and I blow your mind with this just well thought out, well reasoned list. Of course, if by some chance you happen to disagree with me, then feel free to share your own top 10 list or tell me how crazy I am to have picked a certain song or to have left certain songs off of that list. Let's continue that conversation in the comments below. I don't know. Maybe you can convince me. Doubtful, but we'll see. Anyway, all right, so Wilco, top 10. I will say this was a very hard one to put together. Wilco has 12 albums that are just Wilco albums, plus then you add in all the Mermaid Avenue tracks, you add in EPs, rarities. There's a lot of Wilco music out there. It's probably, gosh, it's got to be close to 200 tracks, if not more, right? So to narrow that down to 10 tracks, really hard for somebody who's a big Wilco fan like me. I could probably give you a top 50, really, if I wanted to, but you wouldn't want to watch that. Top 10 is much more interesting. Okay, so let's get into it. Top 10. Far, Far Away. Love the super dreamy slow dance vibe of this one. Electric piano, it really does it for me on this track. Just beautiful, just kind of has that great sort of AM sleepy country sound to it. This one just feels like you're on a road trip on a quiet night on your way to see your sweetheart. I mean, that's what it's all about. I love this track. Loved it since the first time I've heard it. Years ago, it remains one of my favorite Wilco tracks. I just can't think of any song by any band that sounds quite like this. This is definitive Wilco, in my opinion. Number 9. Number 9 for me is War on War. So I love this one because you have this paradoxical idea of there being a war on war, but then you have the paradoxically restrained and energetic music, right? So you've got kind of, it doesn't go quite all out like Wilco does on some other tracks, but they really go for it. You just in this kind of strange restrained way. Again, that doesn't make sense, but neither does having a war on war, really, does it? I just love this song. It's one of my favorite songs. Just when I need to get amped up about something, when I need to get maybe go run for a little while or something like that, this one gets me in that mode, right? Just feel like I'm kind of grooving along. And War on War, a lot of interesting stuff going on in this song too. Lyrically not that complicated, but just a fun song, the kind of fun song that really only Wilco can pull off. Track 8, top 10 of Wilco tracks, track 8, Via Chicago. So I love the sound of this one. It's got like this kind of like slowcore sleepy thing. It's like a demented version of Far Far Away. Maybe that works. It just really breathes in all these amazing ways, goes in all these kind of strange directions, but it just works so well. Tweedy's songs are so he just has such great melodies, and sometimes they're strongest when he just lets them kind of just breathe and get wide open like he does on this song. And really with this one, it feels like you can't get to the bottom of it. Every time I listen to it, I feel like it just sounds fresh to me. And you can't say that about a lot of music out there. But this one, really, I just never get tired of it. It's a great track. Love the live versions of it that are out there. Really, honestly, if I came back and redid this list, I might put it a little higher. Track 7, number 7 on my list is California Stars. This song is just magical. It's probably the first Wilco track that, it may be the first one I ever heard, but it's definitely the first one that I ever really loved, going way back. And it just feels like this really wide Western landscape. You're just out there, with your friends, with your family, just enjoying the beauty of this wide open world, right? And that's the place it puts me. Now I know the lyrics aren't Tweedy's; they're Woody Guthrie's. But that again just makes it that much cooler to me. And I really feel like this does not sound like Jeff Tweedy singing somebody else's words. I really feel like he finds the heart of Woody Guthrie. Not that I'm this big Woody Guthrie expert, but I feel like from what I understand of Woody Guthrie, he kind of finds the heart of Woody Guthrie, right? And in this song, and it's just such a beautiful, uh, just a beautiful, wide open feeling song. Just a fun one, just kind of like strum along to. Another great, just song to listen to on the road. Really love California Stars. Number 6 on my list is One Sunday Morning. So what can you say about this one? This is just an incredible song. It's very long. I think it's Wilco's longest track, maybe next to Less Than You Think, but does Less Than You Think really count? I don't know. Because it's like 10 minutes of feedback, right? This one is just, this to me is what I would love to see Wilco do more of, this kind of like wide open sort of jamming thing that they do on this track. They especially with the current lineup of the band that he has, where he's got these incredible musicians. Man, just letting this song, just the way they let this song kind of just go, just do its own thing for so long. And the story, the lyrical story, really beautiful, very harrowing, really just performed very well by Jeff Tweedy. So One Sunday Morning, beautiful song, and deserving that place at number 6 on my top 10 list. Number 5 would be Impossible Germany. Another one, great guitar work with the new Wilco 2.0, really not new at this point, but the standard Wilco lineup at this point, I guess you could say. But at the time, it was the new Wilco lineup. This was their first album with the 6 members of the band that have been in the band ever since. And I really love the guitar work on this song. I love the way it develops. It has that, I think he was going for that intentionally for that like Marquee Moon television kind of feel, and it really works. It really works well, and just a very beautiful, powerful song. I have no idea what it's about, but I think it just has to do with difficulty in communicating. But it really this song is just about the guitar work. It's a great guitar song. And that's primarily the reason I'd put it at number 5 on my list. Number 4, Jesus Etc. Incredible lyrics, incredible arrangement, incredible tune. This is another one from Yankee Hotel Foxtrot, where there's a lot of restraint in there, but the restraint works so well. And I would say, sometimes Tweedy has used restraint where I would rather he didn't, especially in some of his later work. But with the Yankee Hotel Foxtrot record, and there was a couple of songs on there where the restraint thing worked really well, and Jesus Etc. is probably the one where it worked the best. This is just an incredible song. It's incredible the way the lyrics. I won't get into an analysis of the song, but it's an incredible power that the lyrics have when you consider the context of the song as well. Number 3, I Am Trying to Break Your Heart. Great soundscapes, great lyrics, very simple chord progression here. But this one, again, it has that kind of Via Chicago thing where it just breathes and you never really feel like you get to the bottom of it. Just a huge, huge fan of this song, but it's not their best opening track. I will say that. Number 2, Shot in the Arm. So to me, this is their definitive live track. The album version is great, but the song, it's just the one song that this feels like Wilco has to play live at this point. It's just a huge adrenaline rush when when you just build up to that something in my veins, bloodier than blood, and it's just like, and then the song's not even over at that point, right? But man, what a climax this song is. It's every time I've seen them live, it's just such a highlight, such a powerful song. And it's almost maybe the definitive Wilco track. And then number 1 for me is Misunderstood. So this is what I would call the best opening track on any of Wilco's albums. To me, it is their definitive track. Just a completely otherworldly kind of song. Like, where did this come from? I think this was, after AM, this was the moment when Wilco showed that they weren't just this band who played like, kind of power pop, like kind of country tinge power pop, that they could be a lot more than just this sort of power pop band coming out of the late '90s. Um, they took it to the next level with this song. They showed a willingness to experiment, and it just pays off extremely well with Misunderstood to this day. Also, maybe rivals Shot in the Arm is one of the tracks that they just got to play live whenever you see them. It feels like, um, and but of course it's also like one of those really slow tracks as well. Somehow Wilco is able to pull off both those really fast tracks like Shot in the Arm, but then do something like Misunderstood, and it's even more powerful, right? It just gets you even more into it. So that's my list. Of course, you all agree with that list, but in case you don't, let me know what you think in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you all. What songs did I leave off that you think are worthy of attention? And let's talk about those tracks. This was, like I said, it was a hard list to put together, but I think at the end of the day, this is where I'm at right now. Who knows? Come back, ask me in 6 months, a year from now, my mind might have changed. Anyway, thanks for watching, everybody. Please hit that like button. Please hit that subscribe button, and let's talk in the comments below. See ya.